Black. If you're going to use interference paints, then you could use it for some stencils. You're going to want to put them on black or dark. Dark blue, dark black. Because interference paints literally interfere with the reaction of the light and the color. So I can give you all the range of interference paints, put them on a white piece of paper, and you won't see anything.
That's the problem with my paint.
Yes.
It's on a white piece of paper.
So you have to put them on a dark background. Now, the color shift paints I talked about earlier, color shift are basically interference paints. But they've got color mixed with them, so you can, and they do color shift. The color shift I've got somewhere in here now. I don't know where it ended up at. Anyway, the color shift is here. It looks kind of like a dark blue in the bottle, but when you put it on something, it turns purple. Kind of iridescent, purple and blue. Okay? So we're going to see, this is still pretty wet, but I'm going to pull it so we can move on. Pray. It's pulling good enough. Oh, I'm going to tell you something first. That just made me think when I started doing it. If you've had your paper on your plate for a long time and it doesn't want to come up, there's something you can do called crack your edges. You're not really going to crack the edges. This won't need it because it's wet. But if your paper's dry and your paint is dry and it doesn't want to pull, and sometimes it happens, simply take your paper up like this and run your fingernail along the edge, because that will release the paint from the edge. The other thing you can do if you're having a really hard time pulling is do it this way. Pull the plate instead of the paper.